For all you idiots who have a problem with the police.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Now let's hope I don't get nailed for a copyright strike or some BS because that stupid ass intro that took forever to create. Now I have made videos about the police before, but I'm pretty sure that video sucked because, well, I was crap at video editing. Not saying I'm all great now, but I'm a little bit less bad. Now, obviously, there are some bad apples when it comes to any job or any person. This includes law enforcement, but they're not all bad, obviously. And, well, before I actually started carrying a firearm, I went on YouTube searching out people who had confrontations with the police because they were carrying. Of course, the videos only long because they had to go out of their way to make the cops' job difficult because, well, if they complied and just simply given the information that the cops wanted, the video would have been 5 seconds instead of 15 freaking minutes long. Now, I do understand there's certain things you don't have to tell an officer if you haven't actually committed any crimes, but there's a fine line between asserting your rights and being an ass. And now let's get down to the actual real reason I decided to record this video. Let's talk about something that's pretty serious. Main thing is all you idiots are online tough guys who are constantly threatening the police lives. All the ones that are saying only good pig is a dead pig, only good cop's a dead cop, all that bullshit. To put in perspective, what you're basically doing is you're threatening the life of somebody's daughter or son or somebody's parent. There's actually somebody else in that uniform. They're not just police, they're actual people, but you don't give a shit. And of course, people don't like being pulled over, but shit happens when you're breaking the law while driving. And just remember, while you have that attitude problem as a cop's approaching your car, that cop is approaching a car that he or she does not know. They don't know if they're about to be shot. They're just coming to talk to you about a speeding ticket. Hell, I don't actually remember the officer's name, and I don't feel like looking it up, but there was actually an officer who did not want to get an excessive force complaint against him, so he refused to either pull his gun or taser, and the person he was attempting to arrest basically beat the living crap out of him. He was left on the ground to die. All because he didn't want a excessive force complaint, when he should have just shot the bastard. Or tased him, whatever. Doesn't matter what weapon they use. If they use a gun, people complain that you should use their tasers. If they use a taser, you bitch about that. What you don't get is every time an officer leaves their home, they have no freaking clue if they're going to be returning back to it. And let me get this out of the way real quick. If you're one of those people who just hate the damn police, this is for you. Law enforcement is so freaked out in today's society because no matter what the hell they do, it's always something wrong. Now, I've actually met some pretty decent police officers in my time. For one example, I was with my little sister at Jack in the Box, and a cop was in line behind me. And at the time, I was open carrying. He didn't care, and I was just curious of how he was going to respond, so I just stood at an angle to where the gun was obvious. And all we did was talk about what firearms we were carrying, nothing else. I thanked him, and he was just glad somebody else was carrying. If you're the type of person who whines, bitches, and complains when you see a police officer walking towards somebody, possibly with their hand on the gun or guns drawn, think about it this way: that cop has no freaking clue who that person is or what their intentions are. And hell, in the last couple of years, cops have literally been executed because of internet cowards. Actually, cowards in general. And the crap they have to deal with, they arrest somebody, they go to jail, some stupid ass attorney gets a couple charges dropped, that person walks out, so basically the cop's job, he did it for basically nothing. I mean, cops have very few tools on them at all times, but thanks to the general public, no matter what tool they use, they're bitched at because they didn't choose a different one. Finally, fix the aspect ratio. That sucked. By the way, the only hashtag that should be used is All Lives Matter. Anything else is a joke, and you're an embarrassment to the human race. The only reason why Blue Lives Matter is okay is because that's a uniform. And since every person of every color wears it, it also passes. I'm not saying you have to love the police, or even like the police, or anything to that reference. But you have to remember, every encounter you have with a cop, that cop, you have no clue what bullshit he or she has gone through that day, or that week, or what hell they've seen. The only thing you give a shit about is the fact that they're inconveniencing you for the next few minutes. And I've seen a lot of videos uploaded or with people interfering with the police trying to arrest somebody. Hell, I saw a video of somebody trying to pull a cop off a suspect he was wrestling with, trying to arrest the guy. People like you need to be taken around the corner and get the crap beat out of them because you're cowards. What it comes down to is if you and your friends are being so-called harassed by the police and you're trying to overpower said officer and I'm around, guess what? I'm not coming to your aid, I'm coming to the cops' aid, so you're screwed. And since it literally took me freaking forever just to edit that damn intro, I'm not even sure if I even said half the crap I had planned on saying in this video. But what I've said will have to do. And last bit of advice for you parents with children that are still minors, under 18, with those massive police records that they're bragging about. Maybe if you teach your child to be more respectful of others and the law, then maybe they wouldn't be such an embarrassment to the human race.
Only we can end unarmed victim zones.